be
Can
so
I do
good.
a troops one time?
Yes.
Troops! Perfect! Perfect!
Hi everyone, welcome to this Kopitiam.
Hello.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, Izzul?
So I'm Izzul. I'm a freelance actor and theatremaker here in Singapore.
I'm Farah. I am an actor and also a content creator.
Hi, I'm Kheng, and I am an actor and a producer.
And I'm Joel, a playwright and performer. Hey! I'm very excited to get into this conversation with you. You're a super diverse group of actors, both stage and screen, and we're talking today about auditions. It's like this super iconic part of an actor's life, isn't it? But maybe if I could just get a quick sense, what's one word that comes to your mind when I say auditions?
Anxiety.
Anxiety?
Nerve-wracking.
Possibility.
You see? Do you feel, Kate, that like your approach to auditions has changed from when you first started out to where you are now? To go from anxiety to possibility?
Well, first of all, I really respect the process which is called auditions. I think casting is everything. Because if you don't audition, you don't, get an opportunity of even being up for the role.
For the two, it was anxiety-inducing and nerve-wracking.
Every 10 auditions I do, I get 1 or 2. The anxiety part comes from the possibility of it, like, oh, I might get a job next month. Like most of my auditions have been online, like it was not in front of people. So I think that makes it so much different because there's no energy to bounce off of.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm alone. I have to drag somebody to read the other part for me. And it's just a whole production for something that might or might not happen. So that's why it's anxiety-inducing.
It's the, how do I show them what I'm made of and how I'm right for everything in that, like 5-10 minutes that I have with them.
And how do you all prepare for auditions? Like, do you have specific rituals or, what are some non-negotiables when you're like going for an audition that you absolutely have to do?
I always memorize my lines. Always. 100%. Always memorize my lines. I think as actors, we all know, when you know your lines, you can really fly.
Yeah.
That flying is what you want, where you're not acting, you're just being,
For me, like a good warm-up before the audition is like non-negotiable. If I have to warm up in the staircase, I will. Yeah, because I feel like if I don't get my body and instrument ready, firstly the nerves will take over, and that's just not productive. I may look dumb to people, but hey, who cares?
What are your warm-ups?
Yeah, who
What are
cares?
your warm-ups?
Oh, no, just
Do
the
you
usual.
look crazy?
No lah, I don't look too crazy. I just look like someone who's I just look like someone who's like getting ready for like a jog, and that's it.
Let's circle back to like when y'all were first starting out, right? Like, do you remember your first auditions?
I do, and like I think Shaza from Ika Matra will never make me forget it. I was 18. I really wanted to do theatre. Like I have something. You need to see it. Yeah. So I went for the open audition, right? Then my brother sent me, my older brother. So it was really hard for them to look for male actors. So they called him in, and we both got the role, and we had to play lovers. You win! You win!
That's really acting lah.
I know, and that was like, it would be 10 years from that till I did any acting again.
Obviously, you're traumatized.
funny.
Hey, what about you, Kate? Do you remember your first audition?
My age is going to show, and I'm proud of it. So I think it may not be the first, but it must be one of the first. Beauty World!
Cha-cha-cha.
Beauty World! Cha-cha-cha! Imagine, hard copy Straits Times. I'm working for CK Tang. I'm like turning the Straits Times hard copy, and I'm like in the little notice down there, Theatre Works coming out with an English language musical, Beauty World. I went to audition. I still remember it so clearly. I'm in Drama Center, the one in Fort Canning. There are 3 rooms. Acting room, you have to audition in front of Ong Keng Sen. Singing room, you have to audition in front of Dick Lee. Dancing room, you have to audition in front of Najib Ali. So I remember going into the room, and then they separated us into like different groups, and then he said, just watch me.
What did he make
watch
you
me.
do?
You know, I cannot remember now, but they are like dance steps. They were so complicated.
spin.
I know, like it was like whoa, 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 and then like da, 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 da. And you know, he was the Michael Jackson, like, you know, like he was the Michael Jackson of Singapore at that time or whatever. Anyway, I also remember after that being at home, and at that time it was like no handphone, no nothing, right? Very long time ago. Hello, my name is Tay Chong. I'd like to speak to Kheng Hua. You know? And I was like, now we know it's called a callback. I mean, you can hear from my voice. The whole experience really kick-started, you know, this theatre.
Yeah. That's why I love auditions, because you never know who you're going to meet, and you never know who is going to start a career because they audition, even if they don't get the part, right? Yeah. They get bitten by the bug.
But also, I feel like with these kind of things, I'm just like, you know what? If they trust you enough to get you into that room in the first place,
True.
that means you have something, right, that they want. And you know what? I think then it's on you to do something with that trust and perform your best.
How do you guys know when you've given a good audition?
Sometimes it's the vibe.
Sometimes it's the vibe. But I feel like I've learned never to. I think for me, a good audition doesn't mean that I will get the role. For me, a good audition means that from what I felt, I tried my best. I gave my best shot. And I leave the audition feeling satisfied with the entire process. Doesn't mean that I expect like, oh, I'm gonna get approval, you know, because I've learned that just never works.
Right.
Yeah, just setting yourself up for like disappointment, you know.
Am I delusional?
I'm like, am I delusional? Yeah. So I've learned to just, once the audition ends, to just let that go.
And conversely, how do you know when you've like screwed it up or done badly? Like, do you ever sort of like leave an audition going like, I screwed it up? Yeah.
I know better when I've done a bad audition than when I've done a good audition.
Yeah.
And the badness is usually not about, oh, I forgot my lines, oh, whatever. I just feel discombobulated. Like inside the audition room, I just didn't connect. I didn't connect with myself. I didn't connect with the lines. I didn't connect with the reader, you know, and you just know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Like, I think I've done like a whole audition, and it was like bouncing off someone, and like halfway I'm just reading lines to them. So I'm like, I am so disconnected.
Are you auditioning me or the reader?
I have a question for Joel.
Yes.
Do you feel that there is something about the audition process that, in your experience, that you would like to develop more?
Like, how would I?
How do you think that process can help you choose the people that you really
Right.
want, you
I
know?
think I speak mainly for theatre because that's my main field, right? I feel we don't audition enough in Singapore, and I feel by and large, like most theatre productions are direct offer. So we'll know, oh, this actor will be really great for this part. Let's just send them the offer. And I feel like I don't see a lot of auditions, and I always love being in auditions because you get to see the range of artists out there. You get to meet people you've never met before. You get to kind of see a palette even before you cast the show. But once you do direct offers, you're kind of like locked into those dynamics, right? And I feel as a result, a lot of theatre actors in Singapore don't have enough experience auditioning. And so I've seen people come into auditions really unprepared or really nervous because they just not got that muscle.
That's right.
There's this audition process I was a part of recently where, because we were building an ensemble cast for this play, right, what we did was instead of doing a kind of come in and do a monologue or read some sides audition, we did the first round of auditions was a workshop audition. So we just got all the auditionees to come in, form groups, and then they were just given tasks, improv tasks, theatre games, just to see how people will work together in a group. I think a lot of it is also trying to find people you can work with and who will respond well to a certain kind of
can be
process,
directed.
who can be directed, who are up for a certain kind of process. It's not just about like how well you can do the lines.
So it's not just about talent, you know. It's also about, does this person excite me? And am I curious about this person? And can we vibe, right?
Is there ever a sense of like rivalry or like, hope you get it?
Yeah, like healthy rivalry. I think usually when I see it, like it's such a small, like I do mostly like Malay theatre. It's already such a small industry, and even like minority theatre is like even smaller. So it's like colleagues, you know, like if I don't get it, you get it.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I audition with Izzul, for example, it's like, what edge do I have over Izzul? And I'll just bank on it. Yeah.
So I remember when I was doing Young and Well with Edith would tell us during our industry term, she would say, find your industry twin. You know, who's the one that's always getting similar roles to you? Okay, I was really dumb back then, so I was like, oh my god, I need to find people who look like me, twin, right? And then I realized, no, she meant like, oh, like actor type, yeah, like, you know, what kind of roles are they going for?
Yeah.
And it's also like, it helps because you can sort of see what they're doing, and then you might like, oh, okay, maybe I can go for that kind of thing.
Okay, here's a big question, right? How do you deal with rejection?
For me, it depends on how much I want the role. Yeah. The last big rejection I had was actually not too long ago. It was for a big Netflix show, and I was down to the last two, and my last audition was in front of the director, producer, and they even, you know, sort of like paid for me to stay one more day just so that I can do this Zoom audition. When I didn't get it, I tell you the best thing that came out of it, because I thought I was going through this period where, oh, maybe I want to take it a bit more easy. But then when I didn't get it, I felt like, I think I still got it. I still want it. And that's such a nice feeling when you're 62 and you've done it for 40, you know, over years and whatever, that you still want it, you still love it. So you know what? That sort of outcome of a rejection, yeah, I realized, you know what? I'm not ready to leave this industry.
I think I did mention, like, in the beginning, I took it very personal. Like, oh, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do this mannerism? Why didn't I change it? Am I not a good enough actor? But I think over time, I've learned not to take it so personally. And also, like, sometimes when I see who gets it, like if Izzul gets it, like, what would I have done differently? You know? Yeah, but I never feel any malice to whoever gets it over me lah. Yeah.
Yeah, over time I've learned that I guess, yeah, rejections are just part of it. But yeah, I think similarly to what Kheng Hua said, like if I feel like, oh man, like I didn't get it, then that means I still really want it. Because I feel like being a freelance actor in Singapore, you need that kind of fire and fight. And then you're like, oh, actually, no, I still do want it.
Even
I feel
if you
like,
don't get it.
Even if I don't get it, yeah. I feel like it's a good marker to remind myself, yes, this is what it feels like to fight for a role, to fight for
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I have this Dropbox folder, and in this Dropbox folder, there is like more than 150 self-tapes. Out of 150, just the self-tapes, I've only gotten 2. But every now and then when I do a new audition and then I have to put it into this Dropbox, right? Then I look at that whole list and I always get this feeling, is like, wow, I feel proud. I feel like I am an actor. This is my life. This is like, if you're a doctor, you got to see patients, right? And you know, this is my job, and I like it. I like that reminder.
That's such a great way to frame it, that the job is not just getting parts, it's auditioning for them and actually not getting the majority of the things that you auditioned for. Oh, okay, on that note, what's that, Bella Hadid? It's time to play Never Have I Ever.
Let's go!
Here are our beautiful custom-made paddles.
Oh my gosh.
You all know how this works, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Never have I ever lied on my acting CV.
I think CV, never.
You sure you've never pretended you could speak a language you don't?
No.
You can do an accent you don't?
No, because I know if they call on me to do
I
that
know.
accent and I cannot, that's it. I'm
That's
out of
right.
the industry.
I have literally auditioned people who said they could do an American accent and it's really cannot. And I'm like, why did you say you could?
Oh, they think they can.
They think
and
they
that's
can.
the worst
Oh, but
part.
maybe,
Yeah, the
maybe
delusion
they
is
thought they
real.
could.
Yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever winged it at an audition.
100% have winged it. Winging it is like a part of life.
All right. Never have I ever blanked during an audition.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
What was
yeah.
that like?
I think it was like a freaking monologue that I got two days prior. I had like work in the 2 days. Like I didn't have time to prepare. And then like halfway I just blanked and I just smiled.
Right. Never have I ever tried to Nancy Drew who else was up for the part.
Oh. have.
I don't think.
Kheng is a consummate professional.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, How in the world do you even Nancy Drew?
Just
Social
ask
media.
around lah.
Yeah.
Social media.
Wait, you mean before you
Before the
audition?
audition.
Before the audition?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
How about you two, God?
Have. I'll ask.
100%.
Yeah, I'll be a bit sneaky about it. Sometimes I'll hang out with my friends. I'll ask leading questions, and I'll be like,
Where were you
"Where
on
were
the
you on the
morning?"
morning of last Monday? Were you at this venue?" I'm just kidding. No lah, I won't go to that far. Also because sometimes I just want to talk about the audition process.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Never have I ever known halfway that I wouldn't get the part and pushed through it anyway.
This was the monologue.
So often. Yeah.
Never have I ever turned up to an audition dressed in a costume as the character.
Oh.
You have?
I have. I've dressed up.
I always find it really fascinating when actors come dressed like as the character because like they really want it.
I think like for maybe like a tomboyish character, like I would like dress down, put my mullet up, wear my jorts.
You just wanna
Yeah.
like show that you can do the vibe.
Yeah, but I think it helps me also get into character when I'm that way.
Thanks guys for playing Never Have I Ever. Weren't you glad that was not a drinking game? So what are y'all looking for in a part when you decide to audition for it?
Because my presence on social media is very comedic and very short, you know, like sketch and like extremely expressive and like I think okay. So another thing I get typecasted for is like funny roles, funny girl roles, which I don't mind. I love it. You know, it's like effortless but like not easy. I'm just trying to be humble. Yeah, but like when I do serious roles and they're so hard, but every time I go home I feel so fulfilled. Like I feel like a brand new person. Yeah, it's just amazing. Like I feel like anytime I go into a new theatre production, it's like acting boot camp for me. I become a better actor after every show.
Showing the judges she's got range.
I can do serious.
I can do serious, I can do hee hee ha ha. Izzul?
Other than the fact that I'll take on anything, but also I think I love when like the writing is complex, and I feel like I think I talked about this with other actors when you can tell that the writer and the director has respect for the characters, and like really has treated it so well, and there's so much to work with. That's when I think it's super fun, and that's when I really want a role. Or like when a role is also doing something that's completely challenging and out of left field for me. Like, try out puppetry or something, and then I'm like, oh my god, how do I do that? Like I had a recent audition for that, and and it was such a fun audition, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, not something in my ballpark, but something I can learn, and oh my god, after this I can do puppetry. Like that's quite insane.
If I was really worried about stereotyping, I wouldn't have done Margaret in Phua Chu Kang for 11 years of my life.
I helped you with that.
You see, I mean, it's so easy to think of roles as a stereotype. But actually, when you're doing it, I mean, there's only one king. That role really opened up so many opportunities for
I
me.
know. She's Margaret to me.
Margaret! And I'm so happy to be
if
Margaret.
we did a Phua Chu Kang reboot, would you audition for Margaret?
Oh, you'd be so good! You would be so good!
Can I do a troops one time?
Yes! Perfect! Perfect! You have to have the tubes. Yes.
So I know theatre really well, but I actually don't know the world of film and TV. Then, if you straddle both, right, do you feel like there's a difference between auditioning for TV and film and auditioning for theatre?
100%.
What's the difference?
100%. For me, what is not different is you still need to connect and you need to communicate. But then, the degree and the intensity of your energy is very different, because the camera, like all these cameras in front of us, is like 3 meters away, as opposed to being in the esplanade or being in a black box or being in a site-specific play, or all that sort of stuff. And I want to add one more category, and that is when you're doing voice auditions, everything is different, and you must appreciate and love then your audition will come to life lah.
So you need to know the form. What's the difference for you between the two?
I think the difference is definitely, the energy. Like if you're performing at Funan Theatre, for example, it's like 3 levels and you gotta speak out and perform. Yeah, but on TV, it's like smaller gestures, it's close-up shots and you really have to pull back and you cannot be as expressive as you are in theatre. So you really have to straddle both,
Word of advice to actors preparing for auditions? Let's close on that.
For me, it's really simple. Respect the audition process as an integral, very important, normal part of your life as a performer, and then just go for it. Just go for it,
Well, I don't follow this advice myself, but memorize your lines. Memorize your lines, it really helps. And also, if you don't get it, it's fine, really. Like Kheng said, like people already know you exist. Like sometimes the part is not right for you, but there will be a part that's right for you. Yeah.
I think for me, I'll adapt from what I learned from Edith, which is one of like Mercy Cunningham's and John Cage's like 10 rules of being in a class. One of the rules that I really like is this idea of like, you just need to keep working. And it's those who keep on working and do the work are those who eventually latch on to things. Yeah, because I feel like, that's the case. You just have to keep working and then eventually people will start noticing you, will start understanding what you're about. And then, and then doors will start to open. Yeah.
Aww, I feel so inspired even though I'm not an actor. Well, thanks guys for having this chat. I've had a really good time. Go memorize your lines.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
Audition, come on.
Okay.
Audition for us.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll.